Unfortunately, a lot of people don't get to go to Washington, D.C. and see our founding documents.
So many people that I talk to don't know what the Charters of Freedom are. When we explain, they say, oh yeah, I've heard about those. It's very important that the students not only know about the history, but why they should have pride in these documents.
Back in 2011, my wife and I were up in Washington, D.C. visiting with some congressmen and some of the organizations up there. We had some free time, so we decided to go over to the National Archives. You walk through these big bronze gates into this rotunda, and there are the founding documents over on the other side of the room. These are known as your Charters of Freedom. The first time I saw the Declaration of Independence, something our founding fathers had actually penned, and saw their signatures, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Rutledge, and the others, I just got goosebumps. I remember the thought came to me, what if I could duplicate the experience I had up in Washington? The first time we saw the Charters of Freedom, what if I could bring that experience back to the citizens of Burke County? Then, on July 2nd, 2014, we dedicated the first Charters of Freedom monument outside of Washington, D.C.
From an educational standpoint, for our children to actually see it within their home counties, be able to touch it, feel it, and view it, it's a huge deal for veterans as well as for our children.
Imagine, if you will, 3rd and 4th grade school teachers bringing their classes here for annual field trips to learn a little about the documents, a little about our government, our founding fathers, and also about state and local history while they're here.
I think with the educational system, teachers and educators are sometimes limited by the materials and just time. So to be able to provide teachers with the educational materials that they can use to kind of focus their visits to these sites, that's exciting to me.
When they talk of their Charters of Freedom in their hometown, remembering that their 4th grade school teacher took them down and taught them about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. We're in the beginning of what could be a massive re-education of our founding principles.
Our goal as a foundation is to set monuments in as many communities as possible over the next 9 years, to provide access to our founding documents in the communities so the children and people of these communities don't have to go all the way to Washington, D.C. to experience these documents in a proper setting. But they will no longer talk about the Constitution and Bill of Rights in Washington, but be talking about their Constitution and their Bill of Rights, the ones they grew up with right in their home community.